Hey guys, it's Steven. Before we get to start this video, I want to tell you guys something very important. What you've seen is right now, this is the Ultimate Custom Night 5020 mode that I tried to be for a very long time. So here's what we have at the very beginning. So long time ago, I think it's somewhere on month, I think somewhere from in end of July, somewhere from 26 or 30, I don't know. So I've been trying to beat the Ultimate Custom Night 5020 mode, and let's just say it's not really been easy as all. I mean, 5020 mode is like the hardest challenge of all. Anyone who could ever beat it, and someone did already for first ever for no reason. But yeah, so I've been playing this for like a month, and the reason why I had doing something recently on YouTube because I've been trying to beat it on 5020 mode non-stop. Well, for no reason for sure, but I always take a break for only about, I don't know, somewhere from 45 seconds or 45 minutes because I just stop at this point. I do that like every day except for the weekends. So maybe because nothing to do because I'm trying to work out some strategies exactly like how the things work, and especially with these mechanics and stuff, and especially with the keyboard I had to press. So here's how you do like exactly. So I hate them most of all, which I'm never trying to hate. It's Nightmare because when I somehow get the mouse cursor on it somehow trying to fade out really quickly immediately and somehow jump scare me. It's really just pissed me off. It's just really hard to do, especially with like baby, I think, because I hadn't flashed him, or I accidentally flashed him on purpose because he then slouched down for a bit. So that's the one problem that I can't do because it keep distracting, like do this, do that, and that's how it works. So anyways, and what else is the problem for me? Yeah, the problem is about those three characters. I can't even know how to do exactly. It was Toy Freddy, Widow Bonnie, and Rockstar Bonnie. Reason why, Toy Freddy was somehow trying to go to the backstage area and trying to close the, I don't know, one of the video game he was playing. I had to close it because I don't let Mr. Hugs get to me, otherwise it'll be game over, and it get jump scare when I get game over. And one problem is that I had to do only one shot. I only need one shot to do all of this, otherwise it just, I'm not sure if the Toy Freddy's going to jump scare for a bit. So the luckiest thing of all, the problem is, he always jump scare me from somewhere between 30 seconds to 40 seconds, when somehow it starts to blacking out and or something, trying to collect the coins to get complete, trying to tank it, fast coins, and get the deck coin. And so the problem is when I try and do that, he jump scares me and kills me, and that's how it was. That's the big problem. And the reason why about those two, about Widow Bonnie and Rockstar Bonnies, they're like very persistent here. So when sometimes I flip up the cameras, I hear like a static noise, and that means someone's like in the office like immediately. So what I had to do is put on a mask, just like it happened in FNAF 2. So that's the problem. Since Widow Bonnie's gone, Rockstar Bonnie is here in the middle, right out of nowhere. Like, how the heck did it happen? Like, why? The problem is he had to find his guitar somewhere in the area and place on the cameras, but I can't because if I look away for a bit, it'll be simply game over and he will be get distracted. It kills me right around 55 seconds. I don't know. He appears at like 35 seconds, around like almost like close to 1 a.m. That's the wrong problem. I don't know how. And this is really, it's really just don't know how. It's like buddies duo. They're like, how are you just seriously gonna kill me for no reason for sure? It's really to piss me off. And one problem is, it's collecting some fast coins. The problem is you have to collect the fast coins fast as you can before the night starts happen. So the simple way to do, I somehow flipped up the cameras back and forth and everything, shut the side vent door and BB and JJ's pops out. Especially click on Helpy because Helpy somehow appears out of nowhere. It'll also give you some fast coins. That's pretty good to know. Especially in Ballora, because Ballora sometimes I can hear from my headphones. They sometimes had to shut the door. 8 knocks, that almost get count as a fast coins. That's a good thing. And I tried to flip up, fast as I could. And when the starts begins, it had to be on 30 seconds. So that's what happens when suddenly a black indication occurs. That means the whole animatronic will come in. Anyways, and next thing you know, the problem is Shadow Didi. That's what the name. I don't know. Didi is so persistent. She tried to summon up 6 characters all at once. Since if you go into 50-20 mode, then they're going to summon up for 6 of them, which includes Shadow Bonnies, Plush Trap, Mini Venus, Nightmare Chicas, Bonnet, and Lobet. I think it had to be in order exactly. There's Shadow Bonnies, Plush Trap, what else? Nightmare Chica, then Mini Venus, Bonnet, I don't know, Bonnet or Mini Venus, and then lastly Lobet. The problem is about Plush Trap, that's the problem, is it's to find out where he is exactly, and you have to look at him as long as possible so he will able to go away for a bit. It doesn't like have to click on anything or just anything, I don't know. So the problem is if I had to keep looking a bit much, he will go away. That's a problem. So that's one thing I don't know how to do exactly. Just like I happen to do deck coins on it. So also, if you had to know anything about trying to get the deck coins, it's only cost by like 10. So that's the easiest way. Dang it, so a message. So anyways, I'm pretty sure if we do something right, like trying to collect 10 fast coins, then get the deck coins, then straight into the showtime stage, I think that's what they call it, then put the fast coins on hand. It'll be easier if you keep looking at the flash app while you're doing that. And also reset the ventilation system, that's one thing. So reset it, it's only take around 30 seconds in a row. So that's the one thing for sure. Anyways, next thing to do is Nightmare Chica. Nightmare Chica is only like the jaws came out of it from the screen. So the one thing to do, you have to press the AC button. I think it's around number 4. I think so. The heater is on 3, so that's one thing. Also, it had to do with the mediocre melodies. Is if you use the heater, they won't go away, except the Happy Frog. She's immune to it. And next thing to know is Mini Venus. Mini Venus, covering your screen. That's one problem I can't do. It's really, I can't even see it because it's really like get in my way. It's just I had to try to look at it to make sure something happens, like Nightmare Baby or BBJJ's or Rockstar Freddy's, and that's one thing for sure. Try to get them 5 fast coins, and especially Nightmarian, because Nightmarian is really the worst thing to do. And also, last thing to do about is Bonnet. Just same thing would happen with the Sister Location Custom Night. You had to something boop on the nose. That's really easy to do, so it will go away. Lastly, Lobet. It's like the same thing would happen in the Sister Location Custom Night. You simply press LOL. That's the quickest way to do. One problem is Mini Venus, like, how long do it take to just go away? Well, simply to know, or my guess is, it's only go away for around 45 seconds, I think. That's how far it's to it. And that's the problem that, like, if I get the control on, or I can't really see it, because the one problem is Bonnie and Foxy. The problem is, the Foxy was trying to get to my office, he was going to kill me. The one thing for sure, Bonnie's figurines is not gonna do something happen. Like, if Foxy's figurine comes up, that means you're going to progress to trying to get to the office. But one thing to do, you have to switch it up immediately from the camera and switch down to make sure the Bonnie's figurines is just here. Come out of nowhere. So that's one thing to do. Make sure you have like a Bonnie figurine on it. That means you have an A-OK. Foxy's not going to attack you. And lastly, I'm not sure how this could work. I think it's had to do around 9 seconds. You have to wait for a bit, as much as you can. Then once it's like 9 seconds up, if you do, don't forget to shut the left door and this vent door in the middle, and then put the cameras left down and open up the doors, and maybe put the global user box. Global user box is a way to make sure Chica and Puppet won't get in your way. The one of the user box is automatically thanks to the global user box. As for Chica's, I don't know how that happens. Like when we try and make noises, it says the only thing to do is help to soothe using the global user box. So the one problem is that when that happens, I think it's a wear off around 10 to 15 seconds. I think that's how far it goes. So the one thing to sure, put the power up, then you turn on the fan, so you're able to cool it down. Then it's a 10 seconds up. Put on the globe and user box. That's the easiest way to do. And so this is a whole lot of thing to do, like explaining how far do you take to trying to survive exactly. I'm actually trying to make it to the end of it. Well, not technically. I almost clearly got it completed on somewhere like 4 minutes and 14 seconds bit. That's the only the record for me. This is really not really good at all. And also, if you try and be lucky from those three, Toy Freddy, Wither Bunny, and Rockstar Bunny, it won't try to do something bad happens. And also, if you're very lucky enough, if you have like enough coins for bed, that's one thing. I also did something, tried to do what I did. It had to do using some powers or not. I mean, I try and do like both ways. Which option should I do? Should I do it with power or without power? That's one problem that I can't undo. With using power-ups, it's really helpful, but the problem is like you keep using them all. It's really like a couple of ways if you completely messed up. That's one thing I don't want to waste it on my power-ups. That's one thing I don't want to mess up. So that's how it goes. And what else comes next? Well, that's about it, but I'm gonna show you a clip how far did it take to like all failures I did. It's been around months since I've been playing this in the Ultimate Custom Night. And then what happens and finish it up with all the clips I have for the past few months. I'm going to give you a final clip that I actually beat the 50-20 mode, the Ultimate Custom Night. I beat it yesterday. That's the craziest thing I done in my life. This is amazing. I was very emotional right now, but if you want to know, just enjoy this video then.
I'm ready.
Thank you for depositing 5 coins. For depositing 5 coins.
Say cheese!
Got it for the flash.
Please deposit 5 coins. Please deposit. Thank you for depositing 5 coins.
I'm ready for my close-up.
Please deposit 5 coins. Please. Thank you for depositing 5 coins.
I'm ready for my close-up.
Oh my god. I'm unbeatable. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I did it. After all this time, after all these days, for this month, I finally did it. I freaking did it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm so amazed and touched for all this time. And for this, I finally did it. I finally beat 52 20 mode all to myself. Oh my gosh. Oh. So that's the secret ending, I guess. It's just for Golden Freddy. I got the golden trophy. Oh, I freaking did it. So, what do you guys think? And I know it's really hard to do. Like, I don't know how long it takes to trying to beat 50-20 mode. It's really amazing, achieve worthy for all this time. You know, for a long bit, I thought for sure I can't give. I decided trying to give up, but it allowed me to try to keep going no matter what happens. It won't let me happen. Like, do accept my challenge. That I really work very hard at trying to figure out how they did and what kind of strategy they did exactly. Mostly they do some different kinds such as power-ups or not power-ups, or something to do with not getting rid of the Fox Time Foxies or leave it Fox Time Foxies. That's one problem. They're using dead coin on Fox Time Foxies. It's one thing you had to do. That's how we did. So I'm not sure what happened. So in the end, I'm very happy. I'm very happy when I just completely beat the Ultimate Custom Night 50-20 mode. I can't believe I've been playing this for like very long time. Well, before it happened, because Scott Cawthon made an update of this game. Not much, but I think it's somewhere in August. It happens like right until from somewhere from FNAF Anniversaries or having an interview with Donko. That's amazing. Also, I did watch having an interview with Scott Cawthon. It was like amazing. I really like to see and look forward to it, but sadly enough, I really want to see what his real face would be look like. It's only just like an attitude. So I'm not sure. So it made a new update. It's not much. So it's only just like some kind of achievement trophies. Like if you trying to beat. What kind of mode did you do? Like, if you try and beat, like for example, if you beat 30-20 you someone get a cheap trophy. But I did got the 50-20 that got some gold trophies. That's good to know. So I'll explain what this update is. Well, you guys know. So the update for this one is it's like a Freddy Fazbear's trophy. If you get trying to beat it from which mode you did, from based on which character you put 20th. Like. There are many kinds to do. There are only 3 of them you gotta achieve for the trophies. One thing is the bronze medals, the bronze trophies, I think. And to get that, you only had to beat 30 characters on 20 mode, 20 AIs. And then the silver trophies, you get put on 40 characters on it, and all 20s. Then lastly, it's all 50-20 mode. It's all golden trophies. It's like Golden Freddy is all over again. Jeez Louise. So I got the gold trophies. Then when update just happened, I got received for the silver trophies right before I just trying to beat 50-20 in mode. That's an amazing achievement I've done for so much. But it's not just for me. I did it because of them. With my friends, I'm not alone anymore. They helped me find a way that I can't give up, no matter what happens, because without them, I don't know what to do. I mean, sure, because I'm trying by my best, and sometimes I try to hang out with friends for a bit, but I don't know. We hadn't hanging out for a bit, but I'm just really happy I just did, because if we're not, then what am I supposed to do exactly? So for this end of this video, so I want to give you like a special thanks to one of my friends that really cherish my heart and very amazed like how much we've been through so much. There are many things I want to talk to, and special thanks to those I know and what I know of. So first thing first, I want to special thanks to David Robinson, the guy I met on Skype not too long ago. I think last year. I had to be somewhere for one. I don't know, when I first met him somewhere on, I think in one of his live streams, because I don't want to tell him what it is. We met him some time ago, and we decided to hang out for a bit, and it's amazing we have been doing it for so long. Not much, because he lives in UK, but we somehow in separate ways. But we never hang out as much as I have last year. But we did hang out, but one of my other two friends I have, we just do like sort of role-playing games, I think. Not just role-playing game, it's some kind of role-playing. It's amazing how we did. Davis is like amazing guy. He was so into me. He was like very cherished of me and very thoughtful and very helpful and very supportive. I never thought like he'd do this way. I mean, why is it like how we do it? Like, why be so cherished and calm, relaxed, like you always to do? I mean, I'm not very good supportive if something involves it with their problems having the dramas. But he did fix everything, but I can't. And then something for sure, I keep thinking to myself that I was like nothing more than the shadows. Then David said, "No, you're not. You're not shadows. You're a friend. We're friends no matter what happens." So it really changed me at all. So it's really very touching of me. So anyways, next thing, I want to give special thanks to Kevin Greenfires, or Kevin for short. I think it's somewhere you can see him on Twitter. He's one of a good friend of mine. I talked to him on Skype. He's the one who introduced it to me that we start doing role playing. That's one thing. It's not before we did have a Gary's mods for no reason. We just somehow just watching them on Skype stream. We just do like talking version styles a bit. So it's really a shame when I had to do it for a bit, but because I don't have Gary's mod. But not until what happened like somewhere a week later that I finally got a Gary's mod because I have enough money because I have jobs for some reason. So we decided to do like a role playing stuff when we're having our free times. Then we just have an amazing time in my life. Sadly enough, we never hang out for a bit, which is very, very sad for me, because he have lots of things to do and he having a hard time dealing with his life. And I know I don't want to torture him or force him anything. And the reason I very sad because we never do role playing for like the whole entire time this year. Because of what really happened, I don't know. Because if you guys see me on Twitter saying that what happened, like our role play is over, that's wrong problem, because we never done for a bit, because we have lots to do, because we have our own lives to deal with, because we can't even do it because we can't do role playing stuff. So Kevin Green is the best guy. He was like amazing, like voice actors. They do all like the FNAF character's voice. It's just really amazing how he did. But he's like a funny guy, but mostly he's just like being mean for some reason. But it's not just that, not maybe mean, but it's part of like a role playing stuff. I mean, I try to like turn the tables around, but not really. So, so thanks, Kevin, if you ever watch this, and it's really helpful. You changed me because of doing this role playing stuff. Anyway, next I want a special thanks to iHeartGeez, I think. I don't know that. iHeart, that's a short name for that. He's just one of our friends of ours. We haven't been together for a bit. We always do stuff like role plays, and also we do like what thing called, if you guys didn't know what called Gary's Mod Bumper Cars Extreme. If you hadn't checked on iHeart's channel, then you go check it out, because we did that one like a long time ago. We just like knock each other's out. I was in it. Sadly enough, we just hadn't do much for a bit, but he's like an amazing guy. He's amazing YouTubers. He only got like 8,000 subs. That's pretty much a good guy. So I'm not sure, don't know anything about him very much, but we never hang out a bit. We never talk a lot. But he's the amazing guy. Sometimes we hang out when David's trying to talk to those two, Kevin, Neihart, we have a chance to hang out with like do role playing or doing the bunker car stream, that kind of stuff. So it's really amazing how he did. But he's like the funniest guy in the whole world, and mostly he always loved the bunny guy session. Yeah, but he was so amazing. He also like part animators, but I'm not really good at animators for no reason, because of, you know, it's just trying to do this or do that, and it took a long time to try to do that kind of stuff. So yeah, I highly if you ever watched them. So thanks for everything what you did for all this chat stuff and the most funniest stuff we've been through. Okay, next thing I want to special thanks to one of my friend named Kayla, also known as the Descendants of Shala. If you've seen her on Twitter, she's a good friend of ours. Not too long ago, she's having a rough day when her own life, dealing with stuff, and we hadn't hang out much for a bit. But she was a good person and all, but she was like very hard time trying to deal with this. It's really hard that I not sure what to do. But we never hang out much. But she's still having a problem with her own life, but with us, we still have each other, so no matter what happens, we not know how do we do exactly, or what reason do we begin. Maybe it had to do with during our role plays that she sometimes had to watch, because she never had her own laptop, which is, I really wish she did. So anyways, Kayla was an amazing girl. No, she's not a girlfriend, but she's like far away. But she was an amazing person. But it's really sad to see how she have tough life that she been doing. But I try and be supportive to her, and I told her like no matter what happens, like I always be here with you, and she really liked that very much. So Kayla, if you ever watch this, just to let you know, just don't give up. Just letting you know, we're all still friends no matter what happens. Anyways, lastly, I wanted to get this special thanks to, well, one thing for sure. It's one other person, Roxas 13 Keys. We first met him somewhere on his live stream. I think it's on his anniversaries, because the reason why I just hang out with him, because he said if anyone wants to hang out to come with talk to me on Skype. They said the reason why I've been set up for the first time when doing Skype calls. This is the first time I did talk to him for a bit. So anyways, I hang out for a bit, but not too much. But I sometimes watch him on the live stream and talk to you for a bit. I also made a poster on his community that I made based on SFM. That I made one of the posters, if you didn't know, that I made from him to try and be helpful and be supportive, and also put the Halloween posters. And lastly enough, that I made one of his a birthday poster, if you hadn't seen me on Twitter on Google Plus, that I just made. That he really loved it. He really loved the poster very much. But he wants to know like how he did exactly, like how this of movement, or how do you do like the 60 works exactly, like how to put a hat or the glasses and everything. But he never talked to me. I did say that I will help you unless you have available, but he never did. For trying to reply for a bit, but yeah, so that's not much, but he never hang out a lot because he have his own life to deal with, especially he has his own channel, but it's really hard to do. But yeah, he wasn't like an amazing guy. He was funniest of all, but he just still having a rough life he had to deal with exactly. Especially going around YouTube, it's really hard to do. He tried to like do his best to try to save his family. He did his best to try to earn some money, so he was able to try to take care of them. So it's really amazing how he did. So Roxas, just keep up the good work on his channel. So that's all the special thanks to, and it's really appreciated from all of you if you're watching this. It's really thankful to you that if you ever being supported to me in one after another, that all my friends if you watch this, it's really thankful enough. Especially one of my favorite of all, one of my best friends is David, that he's the one who's been doing this to me for all this time. But anyways, yeah, this is so how you could say it. Dang it, I don't know how far it takes to try to finish him off, but it's really hard. But in the end, it really doesn't matter anyway. But it doesn't matter how you're trying trying to get more views, trying to get some more subscribers, or you're trying to get being like a full-time job on YouTube, or trying to earn some money. Whatever happens, we do our own creation. We just do whatever we wanted to. But it doesn't matter if you had to do it. Like if you work on game or some animations or music, that kind of stuff. It doesn't matter what to do or what they wanted to do or what they forced you to do. That's not how you do. You just be yourself. And no matter what happens, just don't give up. Life is not easy. Even as the hardest of all, it won't make this so easy. So, that concludes for the Ultimate Custom Night. I hope you really liked this video very much. If you want to check out all the finesses, such as 1 to 6, and include the Ultimate Custom Night, I'll put the link in the description for some playlists, so you can check out for yourself. And also, I'm gonna put the link on the description on the game. It's on Steam, it's free, you can play whatever you wanted to. And hopefully, I want to ask you guys, have any of you beat 5021, or how far do you do exactly? So, anyways, that concludes all of it, but I'm not gonna do some outros because I'm very emotional right now because I can't help it. But I don't know what to do anymore. But anyway, if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like buttons if you want to see more videos, or check out the other videos, you can go subscribe. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Laters!